So AI is at its real power, at its real potential when it is consumed by common citizens of a nation. And that is what we really want to accomplish by making a very powerful success story with Maharashtra. Today, if you look at a country like India, across all the products that we have, all the surfaces on which people like you and me interact, whether it's WhatsApp or Facebook or any of our apps, more than 1 billion people interact on our surfaces every single day. If you open your phone, you'll see Meta AI on your Facebook app or your WhatsApp app, and you can speak to it as if you are talking to a personal assistant. We've also imbibed it into some of our devices like smart glasses, and very soon there'll be much more innovation that you will see in terms of how AI can reach common citizens through digital means. Now, when it comes to enabling or making a government very successful, the reality for common citizens today is they struggle to access government services. We all know that in a very large state like ours, there are multiple departments by design. There are multiple websites, there are multiple portals, some of them have apps, some of them have websites, extremely fragmented, and people really don't know which app to download, which website to go for what. And it is nobody's fault, it's just the way the system has evolved. Still, despite investing so much time, effort in infrastructure, in digital journeys, people still have to go and at the end of the day, visit a government office to get things done. So the gap is not in services, the gap is in, do common people like you and me know how to access that services swiftly and efficiently? How do you basically navigate to get your work done in a few clicks within your fingers? Are people really aware of that? And that is what we are trying to build. We are trying to build something which is very citizen-friendly, very intuitive, something which is accessible in the local language. And even if you don't know how to read or write, you can just speak and get your work done. So that is the vision we are having for Maharashtra in terms of driving governance through WhatsApp for common citizens. Right, so we will have one platform, and I'll show you a demo of what it is going to look like, where we have one simple interaction. You can choose whichever language you are comfortable in terms of interacting with the AI, and everything is available under one umbrella. So whether it is downloading a birth certificate, revenue certificate, paying municipal taxes, downloading a hall ticket for an exam, paying any form of a government subsidy, booking a ticket, booking a temple darshan, any public citizen services which you can access through a website or through an app, you can now do it in your hands, in your language, with the help of WhatsApp. Today we are in a country where there are 1 billion people who talk using our digital platforms every single week. There are 60 crore people who interact every single day with a business or an organization or an institution on WhatsApp. And 80% of adults who are surveyed, they have said that they prefer talking to a business or an institution just like they speak on WhatsApp to their friends and family. So what this means is we are getting in the hands of people through digital means, because that is where you are spending most of your time. Right? So governance that lives in the pockets of people. Simple smartphones that you and I carry can now become very powerful means to access government services, which was looking very impossible, many months or years ago. So in very simple words, we are going to connect citizens to government services in a very simple conversational format using conversational AI, which will bring multiple departments under the government of Maharashtra in one single umbrella, and everything will be available the way you are visualizing on WhatsApp, on your phone, whenever you want to access, 24/7, without any human dependency. So here you see some screenshots of various services, so you can select whatever services you wish to choose, whether it is knowing when to pay your taxes, knowing when you have to pay a premium, or downloading a certificate or any kind of land record or any kind of government services. Select it and talk to the bot as if you are talking to an official. They will tell you exactly what is required, what you need to do. If you need to, let's say, pay a tax, click on the link, collect the payment online, within WhatsApp, on the fly, and it downloads your invoice in PDF there and there itself. Right, so we are moving from a chatbot like most of us experience to a very connected experience. It is as if we are talking to one large institution which has got thousands of services available to every single citizen in their hands and accessible in their own common language. Right, so what will you achieve at the end of this? Any citizen can apply for services, for any kind of certificate. You can track your application. You can book your governance. You can leave a voice note if you have a certain grievance to the government. You can get information on schemes that you are eligible for, especially for people in rural areas, farmers. It can be possible even if they do not know how to read or write in any kind of language. So access to the entire system at one shot is what is going to be available through the Aapale Sarkar service that will be launching very soon on WhatsApp. So this is how the journey will flow. A common citizen has to simply send a message on the number that is published for Government of Maharashtra. You select the service that is required. You share certain basic details. You get a response and it tells you what do you have to do next to be able to get to what you have to reach. And I will show you a short demo in a little while. These are sample journeys that we have built across the governments, and I will show you a few. And that includes using voice. So for example, the first demo that you see is a helpline for the CM of Kerala. So any citizen who has a grievance, have enabled you to just call that number on WhatsApp, and you can leave a voice message saying this is my issue, this is what I need to do, and you get a ticket number, and it is tracked through closure, through a certain dashboard. So this entire service which you see is actually it's in the local language, it's in Malayalam. There is a service which is created by central government under Ministry of Development called Skill India, where the government is actually allocating jobs to people who are qualified and bringing the entire demand and supply of jobs and qualified people together. So this is a service that is built where you can register, let's say if you have certain qualifications, you're aspiring for a certain job within the government, they will publish depending on your skills as to what is available, and it brings jobs with people together in a much more seamless way. And the one that you see on the extreme right is a multilingual chatbot service launched by Government of Andhra Pradesh. They were the pioneers. They launched it over a year ago in terms of actually enabling almost 1,000 services today on WhatsApp. So everything that you can do on their website or on their app is now under one surface. In fact, Government of Andhra Pradesh is going to every taluka level and telling people not to download the app because the experience on the chatbot is so powerful that you don't really need to download or go to any other digital platform to be able to use it. So you saw this, the language just got changed, and all these services that you see can be very seamlessly accessed if you are a domicile of Andhra Pradesh. So this is what it looks like. 960 services. This was about 2 months ago. It is much more than 1,000 right now. But as a citizen, you just register once, authenticate yourself, giving your Aadhaar number, and you can avail any service that is there in the state. From booking a temple to booking a bus ticket, booking a rail ticket, downloading a birth certificate, downloading a death certificate, any kind of revenue or land record services, paying any form of taxes, any government touch point is now on your fingertips in your local language. This is alive and ready for you to actually consume. I'll show you a QR code where you can scan and actually experience what that experience looks like. Right? So this is Government of Andhra Pradesh in full action, and you can pay using whatever UPI you have on your phone. You need not go through WhatsApp. You can just do it through any a net banking or a debit card or whatever financial instrument you are comfortable with. So 4 states have launched it. After Telangana, Odisha went live, Tamil Nadu went live, Telangana went live, and very soon we'll have a good service from Aapale Sarkar, which is in Maharashtra, where every single service that you can think of, for which you had to do a trip to the department or download an app or go to a website, register, try, is now going to be seamlessly available. So these are QR codes for each of the states. I would encourage you to just take a picture if you want, or maybe just scan them to experience what their entire journey looks like on WhatsApp. Or if it's not too difficult, you can go and visit our booth right at the end, where you will have those QR codes to give you a feel of what it would mean for you as a citizen to consume government services on WhatsApp. Just experience how easy and how intuitive it is for you to actually go and download any certificate that you choose to. You can actually try for a real certificate that you want to do. So the real impact that you see on the ground is you don't need to really actually go and be there in person physically. You don't need to understand any complex process, and you need not have dependence on any intermediary as far as possible towards getting your work done. Right? So this is what you will see soon coming in Maharashtra. So the service is called Aple Sarkar, and if you really want to experience the Maharashtra bot in terms of what it looks like, it is available through a QR code which you can scan using your phone at the Meta and the Pinnacle booth right at the end towards my right. Now what we've also built for Mantralaya and for the departments within Mantralaya is what is called as AI Sarathi. So if you want to, let's say, solve citizen grievances, or you want to answer any kind of a query on a government scheme, if you have any service to avail directly from Mantralaya, you can now actually use it using one of these services. You can reach every farmer today using this service. You can run, and actually every department can build their own use case. If you think there is a problem that you can solve digitally, you can build your own service and launch it on WhatsApp. So we are enabling every department to also come up with new kind of problems to define, new use cases, which can automatically now get solved using WhatsApp. And let me show you one or two small demos so that you can understand this better. So this is a voice grievance. So let's say there is a pothole somewhere and a citizen wants to complain. Where will he go? Who will he download? Who will he call? And who's going to listen to him? In this case, you can simply raise a grievance on WhatsApp. You can even put a simple voice note saying, something is broken or this road is not proper. Can someone please come and look at it? And it will actually geographically locate where the problem is, and there'll be a ticket which will go to either the right department, whether it's BMC or anyone, to be really able to.
अंधेरीमध्ये कचऱ्याची समस्या खूप आहे आणि दुर्गंधही आहे. कोणीतरी येऊन स्वच्छता करून जावी.
So somebody just complained that there's a lot of garbage in Andheri, so someone please come and clean it up. This can actually a reality. A ticket will be created and you will be able to track it online. You will have enough proof to show that you have raised the complaint and nobody is acting on it. Right? So you're actually using digital to bring the power in your hands to common citizens, to hold people who are ruling your constituency accountable for what they should be doing. And that is, it'll actually geofence the location from which the complaint came, and it'll be a public record that this is what needs to be done. I have raised a ticket. Somebody has to be there to go and act on it. Right? So this is again giving power to the hands of the citizens through the medium of WhatsApp. If you are a department, you can actually build a plan. Let's say you want to solve something. You want to solve, say, letting people know what kind of scholarships are available for citizens who are deserving. You can actually make an entire brief ready using AI on WhatsApp, and you can publish it and actually launch that service on your own. So, and this is, I'm just giving one example, but any department who thinks something is broken and they want to make things faster and easier, there is a way in which they can do it by building a full department use case within Mantralaya. You can even check if you are a citizen today, you are living in a certain area, this is your PIN code, this is your Aadhaar number, what are the government schemes that I am eligible for? What have I not actually gone and applied for? What can I do today? And actually helps you to apply it sitting in your own house within your own hands. Everything that you see here is available in Marathi when you do it in Aple Sarkar, and I'll show you what that looks like. Right? So for citizens, you don't need to download an app, which is, you don't really need to. If you look at your smartphones, all of us will have 30, 40, 50 apps, but you will not use more than 4 or 5 at any point in time. Like really use not more than 4 or 5. So you don't need another app only to get one particular service. For the government, you don't really need to build any infrastructure because everything is in one place. It is in the hands of the citizens. It is integrated in the back end in the government's infrastructure, and there is proof that this has been raised, then somebody has to be working on it. So, Mantralaya saw it. Get ready for Aple Sarkar. We are launching with 100 services very soon. To experience it, please visit our booth at the end and see what your government is actually investing to help make your lives a lot more better, a lot more efficient. Thank you very much.
So, thank you very much, Mr. Arzan, for enlightening us with various kind of services which Meta offers to the citizens and state government also. आपल्या सर्वांना विनंती आहे की मेटाचा जो स्टॉल आहे तो आपल्या जवळच इथेच या प्रांगणामध्ये शेवटी आहे. आपण सर्वांनी त्याला भेट द्यावी आणि त्यांच्याकडून आपल्या कार्यालयीन वापरासाठी आणि स्वतःच्या वैयक्तिक वापरासाठीच्या सुद्धा सेवा ज्या आहेत त्या समजून घ्याव्या आणि त्यांचा उपयोग करावा. यानंतरचा जो पुढचा सेशन आहे तो 4 वाजता होणार आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला फ्लॅम AI या कंपनीचे प्रतिनिधी डेमॉन्स्ट्रेशन देणार आहेत. सर्वांना विनंती आहे की 4 वाजता हा प्रोग्राम चालू होईल. कृपया वेळेवर यावे. धन्यवाद.